Tomorrow, Alberta starts another phase of their plan to open up some of the economy. Things like restaurants and various other businesses are going to be opening with various social distancing rules and so on. Um, I know myself, I was initially excited about the idea of finally being able to go out again and get some chicken wings. My mom, she's 96, she loves breakfast out. The idea of taking her out to breakfast sounded exciting. I've heard people talk about their desire to finally be able to get a haircut and look presentable. And other people, they simply want to go to church and worship. All those things I get are beautiful and are things people want. But there's a difference between what we want and what we need. A story I ran across a day or two ago. It's about Celia Marcos. And Celia Marcos, she's a nurse in Los Angeles. And all she wanted was to help people and to save people. She's 61 years old, or should say, she was 61 years old when she passed away. A couple of weeks ago, she was working, and where she was working, they didn't have enough of the proper masks, so she was simply wearing a surgical mask. And there was a COVID-19 patient who went into cardiac arrest, and she didn't think twice. She ran in there, began the chest compressions to try to bring him back. She knew the risk she was taking, but it didn't matter to her. It was a life. She was trying to save someone's life. Now, when I look at the idea of going out this week to a restaurant, or getting my hair cut, or when we can, going to church, I can't do that if I'm going to put other people at risk. It's not about me. I work every day. I'm a baker. But I'm supplying food and making food because people need that. I get that. But when it comes to things like haircuts, movies, other things, those aren't things that we need. They're things that we like to have. Isolation is not easy, but we're not being asked to go to war. We're not being asked to put our lives on the line like previous generations have been. There's so many things we can do. We're not hooked up to a respirator here. I take my dog out to the park every day for a walk. We can go for drives. We can enjoy life. We can enjoy our families. Maybe we can't shop the way we want to. Maybe we can't go to a restaurant, or I should say, maybe we shouldn't go to a restaurant the way we want to. And maybe we don't get our hair cut for a month, 2, 6, whatever it takes. But you know what? I can't put someone like Celia Marcos at risk. She was 61 when she died. And she didn't die with her family around her the way we all would like to. With COVID-19, she died in that hospital without her family because they couldn't let them in. So all I'm saying is, I know rules are being relaxed, but let's please think of others. Jesus, when he was asked of the greatest commandments, one was to love your neighbor as yourself. I have things I love to do, but I can't put a neighbor at risk. I get that people need incomes and all that, and our governments are trying to help with that, but you know what? It's money. It's money, and these are lives, and these are people. And if I'm going to love my neighbor like I love myself, I just can't give myself those wants, those luxuries. I've got to stay home as much as possible. I've got to be careful as much as possible. Not so much for me and my life, but to not put other people at risk. Thanks for listening, and God bless you, and take care of yourselves and take care of each other.